Hello Libras, I'm Lachan Devi with Power Life Hypnosis. This is your mid-November 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share. And thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you would like to know about your future long-term romantic partner, when you'll meet your partner, where you'll meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how you will meet your partner, and how to recognize your partner, you can book a future partner reading with me, again, through the description box below, or at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. The link for that is instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. And if you send me a message, I will respond within 24 hours with your reading. This is a general reading, of course, Libra, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. You can also check your moon, sun, rising sign videos, as well as cross-watch the video for your romantic interest or your romantic partner in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the ending portion of November. So, my lovely, lovely Libras, let's go ahead and get started on our reading. It looks like there are some major things happening at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So I have here the theme of what we may be experiencing during the ending portion of November, 2 predictions, as well as our fortune in love and romance, and our guidance so we can discuss how to bring about the best outcome here. So, dear Libras, the first card that I have here is you deserve love. You are lovable. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So taking these two cards together when it comes to the theme here, this you deserve love card can be us knowing that we deserve love. It could be us shooting for emotional stability here with this woman shooting this arrow, and you see this water here, it's rocky. However, we may be going towards or heading towards more emotional stability. So this can resonate with us all in different ways. This is speaking of a theme here. So again, we may already be aware of this and working on this month as we are making the effort. Or this could be a reminder that we deserve love and we are lovable. Make the effort. So, again, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So we are guided during the ending portion of November to take steps towards a partner or to take steps in order for us to bring more love, attain more love within our lives. So let's see how these themes resonate as we continue to move forward here. Excuse me, an itch. Okay, so for our first prediction here, I have the Tower, the Lady, and the Moon. So the first thing that I can see here is this is a positive spread overall because we have 2 spades. And that is the most positive suit in the Lenormand. These 2 cards here with this 8 and this 8 could be speaking of some kind of promise or agreement or an undertaking that we get into. So that may be the effort that we are taking, some kind of undertaking here, or the effort that we are making rather, undertaking some kind of new endeavor because we know that we are lovable. This can also be speaking of emotions. Us being very emotional at this time, or our emotions affecting our decisions, or emotions being significant in some way here. So the first thing that I can see, well, also we have this lady card, and this lady card can be speaking of ourselves if we are female, or this can be speaking of a female romantic partner. If you are a female in a same-sex relationship, this is likely speaking of you. Male in a same-sex relationship, the more feminine energy, but again, take this as it resonates, since this is a general reading. Now, with this combination of the Tower, the Lady, and the Moon, one thing that I can immediately see here is perhaps some of us are seeking some kind of medical assistance, perhaps seeking therapy or seeing a doctor regarding our emotions. So perhaps this is the effort we are guided to take here in order to bring about more healthy emotions. If not that, this can be speaking of us raising our standards because we want to raise our self-esteem, or setting boundaries in a relationship with a lover or a romantic interest here. This card can also speak of recognition as well. So some of us may be isolating ourselves from this person, or again, raising our standards because we may recognize who our lover or our romantic interest truly is. So we may see them for who they are, recognize them for who they are, causing us to again raise our standards here in some way. Some of us could be in a serious romantic relationship that could be causing us to feel emotional, again, because this card can speak of emotions here. Let's see here. Again, some of us may be isolating ourselves from a romantic interest, perhaps because of emotions. And another way that this can go is some of us can be elevating the relationship or making it more official, or giving the relationship more power here and strengthening it. So depending on your situation, this is going to go in different ways here. So let's go ahead and go into our second prediction. So I have here the court person card. I have short illness here, as well as 36 hope big water. So taking these three cards together, again, with this court person card and this short illness card, this could be speaking of us seeking some kind of therapy or seeking some kind of treatment, or maybe alternative healing methods, because we hope to recover from this situation, or we hope to recover from any damage from our love lives or romantic partners or anything like that. So that may be the effort that we are guided to take in order to, again, calm any rocky emotions. So there may be some kind of medical treatment here. And this is going to bring improvements. This is going to bring improvements to our love lives, or our lives in general. Some of us are being guided to attend to the essentials of life. So that would be happiness, harmony, joy, stability, security, self-exploration, all those things. Some of us are being guided to attend to the essentials of life. And then some of us are being guided here to watch out for any illusions in relationship, or even excessive expectations in a relationship. And also some of us are being guided to be careful of our alcohol intake or any kind of substance intake or unhealthy substance intake, which can be anything from drugs and alcohol to food, or I don't know, excessive internet time, excessive social media, or anything like that used to distract us from whatever emotions we are experiencing. So another way that this can go is some of us may experience perhaps a dispute, perhaps some kind of dispute that may cause us to feel as though there's a stall in this situation and we cannot go on any further, or some kind of setback, temporary setback here. This is a card of short illness. So this speaks of something such as a cold. This isn't a long-term illness or a long-term depression or a long-term negative situation. This is something that is short-term, like a cold. We take medicine and we heal and we move forward in better health. So that can be how that situation turns out there. So again, some dispute may lead to a temporary setback. And this is regarding what it is that we truly seek and truly hope for in this relationship within our souls here. So these are the different ways that this can go. Again, yes, some of us may be seeking some kind of treatment to attend to our wishes, our goals, what is truly rooted in ourselves. And that for many of us, especially Libras, because again, Libras are ruled by Venus, and Libras, love and affection and romance are very important to Libras. So we are doing what we need to do, making that effort in order to attain that love that we seek, that love that speaks to our hearts and our souls and our greater and deeper desires. Greatest and deepest desires even for you Libras. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move these cards up and we'll go into our fortune. So I actually had 2 cards come out here. I actually have 3 cards overall. First off, I have the card of Medusa saying jealousy may be a factor here. Jealousy may lead to our downfall during the end of November. So let's be mindful of jealousy. We also have snakes here, so there may be some kind of betrayal or some kind of dishonesty or anything like that could have a factor in this situation. Perhaps a 3-way situation or anything like that. Anything that leads to jealousy could cause some challenges at this time. Nevertheless, we have the card of serendipity saying bright new prospects are on the horizon. So as we are making the effort, as we are taking the steps we are guided to take to attain great love here, we are opening ourselves up for beautiful, bright new prospects, serendipity, transformation, transforming our love lives if we've had any challenges. So this is very, very beautiful. And we have the World card here, Libras. So we have every possibility, every opportunity in the world coming to us very, very soon. We have the world in the palm of our hands at this time. And again, this depends on if we are making the effort, because if we are doing the same thing, we're only going to get what we've always gotten. It's like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So we are being guided to make the effort to bring about a new outcome or healing, or however this resonates with us. This is going to bring about wonderful new opportunities moving forward. So the World card reads, be open to the new possibilities. Be open to the new possibilities in all areas of your life. And I feel as though, and this can be true for many signs, but again, especially Libras, when there is great love, you know, that sweet, delicious love in our lives, we can feel more uplifted in all areas of our lives. That is actually something that is very normal. So again, let's be open to the new possibilities. And this could also be us making the effort to, again, attain healing, happiness, harmony, joy, balance, all those wonderful things for ourselves, self-love. Because really, that's the only way for us to bring about love with another person. You deserve love and you are lovable. And we must start with loving ourselves first, because if we do not love ourselves first, we cannot truly give love to another person, because we cannot give away what we do not have. So we must give away the excess love that we have rather than giving out the love from our own personal reserve. and doing something such as seeking therapy or seeking some kind of recovery from any challenging relationship aspects or what is keeping us from what it is that we truly want. That is a way of pouring self-love into ourselves. So let's go ahead and go with our guidance here. We have number 2, yin. Number 10 in the reverse, and this is the unfinished symphony card. I know this may be a little difficult to see, but we have unfinished symphony in the reverse. Number 10, and then we have number 17, fates. And this card also came up in the reverse. So Libras, what can this be speaking of? First off, this yin card could be speaking of our relationships. It could be speaking of making a decision or balance here. And this yin card says that it may be best at this time to allow ourselves to be loved. Again, we deserve love. So as opposed to being the one who puts all the effort into loving, now it is time for us to receive love. So this can be receiving love from ourselves or knowing that we deserve to receive love moving forward. So we may change our actions, change our way of doing things. Again, take the steps that we are guided to take and take the steps towards receiving love. So this would be allowing others to love us rather than, again, putting in all the effort. Allowing others to provide for us. Perhaps even meet us halfway. But it's time for us to be receptive to love rather than, again, putting all that energy forward. So this is the feminine aspect of, again, receptivity rather than the masculine aspect of action and energy and manifesting. We've done the work here. We've done the work that we needed to do. We've put out whatever we needed to put out into the universe. And now it is time for us to sit back and receive love. Also, it is a good idea for us to take note. Take note of our romantic interest. And this is now and moving forward. Take note of our romantic interest and allow their actions to speak for them versus their words. Because somebody can say anything to you. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. Our actions are what speak for us. So allow another person's actions to speak for them rather than just their words. Number 10, unfinished symphony in the reverse. So this can be speaking of the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, a new beginning here. And this could come after moving forward from stagnancy. This card speaks of when we procrastinate or when we do not make a decision to move one way or the other. That can create self-sabotage. So by not making a decision, we are sabotaging ourselves, sabotaging our ability to attain that great love. When we are not making the effort, again, that can be a sign of self-sabotage. So it is best to move forward in some kind of way. Move forward in some kind of way and know that stumbling forward is better than staying still. As long as we are making the effort, as long as we are taking the steps forward, we cannot lose. We are doing what we need to do to bring about the circumstances that we want. So it may be time to close up one chapter or seek closure. And closure doesn't have to always come from another person. Actually, closure really can't come from another person. Closure only occurs within ourselves. So maybe we need to write some kind of letter, send it or not, whatever is more appropriate. Write out our feelings, whatever we need to do to, again, end this unfinished symphony. Finish this symphony here that is still open at this time. So again, as long as we stumble forward, that is better than staying still. And if we do decide to stay still, if we do decide to remain stagnant, we must also be accountable, have accountability for our actions, and understand that we are the ones who are creating whatever circumstance is occurring. If we are experiencing challenges, we must again take accountability for our actions, and understand that we are the ones who are keeping ourselves stuck in the same position if we are not able to attain that love that we want. However, to attain that level of love that we want, again, we have to make the effort. We have to make the effort. We have to do something. And we also have here the Fates card, number 17 in the reverse. So to empower ourselves, Libra, at this time, it could be useful to recognize that it may seem unfair when bad things happen to good people. It may seem unfair, again. However, everyone experiences some kind of challenge in life, or some kind of challenge when it comes to our romantic relationships. None of us are immune from this type of energy. And it's not the injustice, or it's not the circumstance that happened that matters. It's how we rise to meet the occasion. It's how we make the effort. So are we going to decide to stay still, or are we going to decide to make the effort to bring about these bright new prospects on the horizon, to bring about these new possibilities in all areas of our lives? Again, it's how we rise to meet the occasion. So one way that we can do so is by practicing radical acceptance, accepting the situation, accepting the circumstances for what they are as they have been fated. Nevertheless, these fated circumstances can be for our benefit, because soulmates come in and out of our lives. We have many soulmates. And the purpose of soulmates is to come into our lives at the right time, right place, in the right way, to help us learn, to help us grow, to help us evolve, to help us recognize something that we may not have seen before. And by these soulmates coming into our lives and perhaps leaving our lives at the right time, or us isolating ourselves and setting boundaries from this person, again, it can allow us to move forward in the best way possible. And what I just heard is soul contracts. So sometimes we have soul contracts that we sign, that we create with people before we even come into this lifetime, saying that we are going to have these experiences with these particular people for this reason. And we know that a soul contract is done when there are no more lessons to be learned. So by us staying still, we are only prolonging challenges and prolonging the inevitable, because again, not all soulmates are meant to stay in our lives forever. So for some of us, a soul contract could have ended. And by making that effort to do what we are guided to do and moving forward, we are bringing about the best outcome for ourselves. So don't worry, Spirit, God, Universe, your higher power, your guardian angels, your angels are all moving you forward in the right direction. So Libras, let's go ahead and go into our postcard from Spirit, and this will wrap up our reading. So dearest Libra, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go. You must let go and let us help you. Again, you don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it all, Libras. You've done your part. Now let us do yours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. It's interesting because I just heard a little alarm go off. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was somewhat highlighting and bringing attention to, again, you've done your part, now let us do ours, which was a message in this card. So you would be awestruck if you knew, again, how many strings were being pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, Libras. And when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It is not one-sided. Once again, it is not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. I just got chills down my legs, speaking of perhaps us moving forward into these bright new prospects, into these new possibilities, making the effort, taking the steps we are guided to take. Taking the steps, right? Chills on my legs. Okay. Remember though, Spirit's timetable, an idea of how things will play out. Remember, we have this faded card here. Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. So sometimes we can't see the bigger picture from our smaller selves. However, our higher selves, our guide, Spirit knows what they have in store for us. We just have to trust and let go. Oh, trust us, right? Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. So that's exactly what we're speaking of here. Now, Libras, let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life. So again, pay attention to the essentials, pay attention to the other areas of your life. Whatever it is makes you happy, the things that you have control over, because we don't have control over everything. However, we do have control over certain things, and we have the ability to make ourselves happy and joyful. And let's put more effort and attention into that. So pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so, so much. So my dearest Libras, these are the messages that I have for you here for your love and romantic relationships during the ending portion of November 2018. Good job. You are all moving forward in the right direction here. And again, making that effort. So all will be well. And you will be rewarded for your actions, for your efforts. Like attracts like, right? Okay, so thank you again. Go ahead and thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And again, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or you can book a reading with me now through the description box below. You can also contact me at any time on Instant Go. So I'm wishing you all so much luck, sending you all so much love and so much light at this time. And again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so now so we can look back into this situation at the end of this month for your December reading. I love you all, and I look very forward to seeing you here again soon. Mwah. Bye, Virgos. I'm sorry, Libras. Mwah again. Bye, Libras. Take care.